Hello Star Wars fans, and welcome to episode 46 of Journey into Legends. Today we are going to be reading X-Wing Starfighters of Adumar by Aaron Alston. Starfighters of Adumar was released in 1999, and it is the 9th and, for now, final book in the X-Wing series. I'm really excited to get into this book. I love Aaron Alston's writing, and I've heard some really good things about this one, so without further ado, let's read and review. Alright, so this book opens with a scene featuring Wedge and his girlfriend from the Jedi Academy trilogy, Zux. And this first chapter actually served to write her out of the story and out of Wedge's life as the two break up. From a meta perspective, I actually thought this scene was really funny, as it's basically Aaron Alston just getting rid of Kevin J. Anderson's Wedge and Qui romance to make way for Ayala later on in this book, and I didn't mind it one bit. Although I had no problems with Wedge and Qui's relationship, I do much prefer him and Ayala together, and this book handles their relationship really well. This book also offered us probably our best look into Wedge as a character that we've gotten, as it shows how lonely his personal life has been outside of his life as a pilot. Couple that with his romance with Ayala, and this book did a fantastic job of exploring Wedge's character. So this book actually has a very small-scale story involving the planet of Adumar, and it doesn't really connect to the larger X-Wing series, which is something I actually really enjoyed. Other than a few returning characters such as Wedge and the other pilots, General Kraken and Ayala, this book pretty much stands on its own, which was honestly quite refreshing to me. Anyways, the plot of this book involves the neutral and isolated world of Adumar, to which Wedge and a few of his pilots are invited for negotiations. This quickly resolved into a political game of tug-of-war between the New Republic and the Empire over the planet of Adumar. And I thought this plotline was actually really fun. There wasn't much in the way of action, as it focused more so on the politics and the customs of Adumar, but the planet and its twisted idea of honor through combat and death made it a really interesting and entertaining read. Probably the most entertaining aspect of this book is the cast of characters that it follows. This is actually the first book in the entire series that doesn't follow a full squadron of pilots. This one follows only Wedge, Tycho, Wes, and Hobby on their mission to Adumar, and this little group made for such a fun story. Wes and Hobby specifically had me laughing throughout the entire book. This is probably the funniest book in the EU thus far. Aaron Alston just really let loose with his humor in this one, and it gave this book such a fun and lighthearted tone. So overall, I had an absolute blast with this book. The storyline was really well done, and I thought the storytelling was actually extremely tight. The cast of characters made for some fantastic humor, and the exploration of Wedge added an extra layer to the character, so I'm going to give this book a 94%, making it my second favorite X-Wing book, only behind Iron Fist. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next review, where I'll be starting the Black Fleet Crisis trilogy with Book 1, Before the Storm. See ya.